Good afternoon. How are you guys doing today? I'm just at work right now, about to go inside at work. That's the work behind there. Just about to go in soon, but I just want to talk to you guys for like a 15 minutes concerning the journey, how I feel so far. This is the 11th day from of not smoking weed. As you can see, I'm looking better. I'm taking care of myself more, and it's just showing that I'm just trying to improve myself. And you know, this is what it's all about. When you're smoking weed, it kind of slows you down. It slows you down, and it gives you a don't care mentality to improve yourself. You know what I mean? So what specifically I'm going to talk about here is about how weed smokers or people that you used to smoke with, they won't agree with you when you stop smoking weed. Because it's like, if I go to one of my old time stoner friends and I would talk to them and let them know, yeah, I'm trying to quit smoking weed, they're going to look at me and say, and tell me, because I suffer depression through smoking weed. Like, smoking weed I almost killed myself because I felt like I couldn't get out of that situation. I'm going to be honest. And they would respond by saying, oh, it's not the weed, it's you. You're the one that's doing that to your life, and you're the one that's doing this, and you're the ones that are doing that. But at the same time, is that they're more interested into the part of where we smoke, we have fun, we enjoy ourselves. So they're never looking at that side, because I'm not sure if they experience it. I'm sure they do experience low-key depression and so forth from smoking weed. But in my case, I suffer depression, especially when I was smoking weed. So it's like, when I go to them and tell them I'm trying to quit smoking weed and this is my plan, they're gonna look at me like I'm crazy, because they think it's not the weed, because they're busy caught up into it and I'm busy trying to get away from it. You know what I mean? So it's like an opposition thing. They're not gonna agree with you. They're not gonna wanna hear what you have to say. They're gonna say something else. They're gonna say it's because of this reason and that reason why, and you're lazy and you're that and you're this and you're that. But trust me, guys, if you really just put your mind to it and quit smoking weed, stay away from the places that you used to smoke weed. Try your best to write down little notes to keep you mentally focused as to why you won't go back to smoking weed. You're gonna see the changes. This is my 11th day, and I'm not gonna say I feel, well, to be honest, I feel absolutely ecstatic. You know what I mean? Because when I was doing it, I felt absolutely depressed and low, to the lowest of the lowest point. So I'm saying all of this to say, don't be afraid to let people that you used to smoke with know what you were going through when you were smoking weed, because there's nothing to hold back at this point. You know what I mean? And you're just being truthful to yourself, and it gives you an extra reason as to why you won't never go back to smoking weed. I see a video with Wiz Khalifa, Azo. Azo is one of those persons that is he has a quitting weed YouTube channel, his journey. Maybe it's the second year in his journey, but this man was smoking weed for over 15 to 20 years. And then when he quit, I saw this man literally being a stoner and slowly building his channel and building himself up, and his whole image and everything changed in a positive way, because this man decided that he's gonna do better for himself. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, don't think that you won't see changes in a couple of days, because you would see changes in a couple of days. You know what I mean? You would. And at the same time, as he explained, when you stop doing these things, you have more time, you have extra time. And it's not like, if because you have extra time, your life is just going to change. You have to make the effort to make it change. You know what I mean? So you have to start going out and, play sports. You know what I mean? Exercise. Challenge yourself to do 100 push-ups. Challenge yourself to do 50 pull-ups. And once you accomplish that goal, you would realize that you feel great, because you accomplish the small goals, and it starts to build you and your discipline level back up to the limit that you could be able to fully do what you tell yourself you're gonna do. You know what I mean? So this is what it's all about, guys. I hear Wiz Khalifa talking about stop blaming weed because weed doesn't make you lazy and this and that. Well, dude, you're absolutely successful. You're in a position where you could just kick back and do what you have to do. And plus, you're getting paid to do that, fam. You're getting paid to smoke weed. That's what you do. You make music influencing us to smoke, buy your products, and you know what I mean, just waste time. Meanwhile, you're fortunate enough to be in your position doing your thing and still getting your money and still building yourself. Life doesn't work like that for everybody. In my case, especially not. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest, guys. As I said in the last video, I lost a very important job. I was working at Nelson's Dockyard, and I was one of the faces of Antigua and Barbuda. Like all of the tourists that would have come to the island, more times they would have come down to the dockyard and they would be able to get a tour with me, myself. And I would be able to show them around, and the team that I have also, we would show them around, give them the historical facts of the island, and just interact with them in a friendly manner and just in a way of somebody that never sees the island before. They could have seen it in a different light and a different part. Because I was smoking weed, I became lazy. I became lazy too, you know what I mean, all of that, and it causes me to stop going to work, stop showing up at work. It started out as started to come late at work, not late, started to not show up. And then when I started to not show up the first day, the second day, the third day, because all I wanted to do was just kick back and smoke weed and just go on to the pusherman and buy weed and then go back home and smoke, I end up and started to not show up at work at all. And it caused me to abandon my job, one of the biggest opportunities I had in my life. Well, the plan is I'm going back and I'm going to try my best to see if I could get back my job. I'm going to explain to my old former bosses what the experience was for me, what I was struggling with, and hopefully they would have they're gonna listen to me, and they're gonna respect the fact that I take the time out and show up as a man and face whatever shame or whatever thing that I may feel inside, just to go and get my job back. Because as you can see now, I'm working at Epicurean. This is not the work that I was supposed to be doing, but this is the work that smoking weed caused me to be doing. You know what I mean? And God made a way still, because this work still feeds me, still helps me and my family and friends. And even though it's a little bit harder and you're getting paid less, I still do appreciate it. It's not like I don't appreciate this work. However, I could have been better, and I could have been constantly improving in something that I was supposed to be in, because I was a very good tour guide. I was a very good, well-spoken, story-driven type of tour guide that could have basically toured anybody. You know what I mean? God blessed me with that kind of skill. I trained for that. I took the time to train for that. So it's so crazy. I started smoking weed, started to waste time, and that caused me to lose one of the biggest opportunities I had in my entire life, to build myself and propel myself further. Well, guys, as I'm trying to tell you now, we all make mistakes, but sometimes you have to open up your mouth and you have to speak and you have to confess and you have to go and try your best to get back certain things. I'm not going to sit here in this work and not go and try to get my old work back. I'm going to try to get it back, and God's will, if I do get it back, I'm never going to be doing it again. I'm never going to put weed in my life so it can cause me to fall like that again. And even if I don't get through, I'm still not going to be doing that anymore. because there's still opportunities there for me to propel and to become in a better position than where I am now. But weed is not gonna help you to get to that state. You know what I mean? Wiz Khalifa and all these type of big influential people, they have a kind of mindset, you know what I mean, to bash people when they're not, like when they say and confess that weed is making them not getting what they want in life. Weed slows you down, fam. And just remember, there's always somebody out there looking out for you guys. That's God. You know what I mean? So you have to rely on God to ask Him to guide you, give you the strength that you need, that you could be able to propel yourself out of that. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy, and God got your back. You know what I mean? Just remember, God got your back, and you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. Right? This is what I want to talk about, guys. Don't be afraid to talk to your student. Like, don't be afraid if somebody asks you why you stop smoking and this and this and this and that. Don't be afraid to let them know what's going on. Because I was speaking to somebody that I used to smoke with, quote unquote, used to smoke with, and this person just looks at me like a smoking buddy. You know what I mean? Like, his life is going down, so he wants my life to go down too. Let's smoke until we die. You know what I mean? And then he's still giving me inspiration, like, yo, you need to quit, you need this, you need that. But at the same time, he's bashing me when I make the move to actually improve myself. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna sit there and make nobody make me feel down about something this important, because trust me, guys, I almost took my own life because of smoking weed. I felt like I was in a trap. I felt like there's no hope for me. You know what I mean? I feel like I was just killing myself slowly, and I just wanted it all to end. But God gave me another chance so I could be able to stop, and I'm just wanting you guys to just propel yourself to do better, alright? It's a little dark around here. It's getting kind of cloudy. So I'm just going to end the video here. But my name is Kevin Chambers, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and start to write down your plans for 2023, why you want to quit. And just try your best to stay away from the places that you used to, and don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to say no, because I feel like we try not to say no to not hurt nobody's feelings. But alright, guys, take care. I'm gonna be going to work right now. Yeah, have a good day, guys. Alright, peace.